Yes, guys, we are finally back. We finally made it to the second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform. Welcome to this Brbptv. Be real. Konnichiwa. Be positive, brothers and sisters. Big up on yourself for definitely being a part of these vibrations. And of course, don't forget to check out the previous one I did on the Mr. Lick's reaction. And guys, the link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, don't forget to do what, brothers and sisters? Click the like button. I would appreciate that. Click the thumbs up button, helping the algorithm to push these videos further and further out there. And of course, subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations. You'll be notified when I drop my videos right there, brothers and sisters. Click subscribe, click the bell, and click all as well. In doing so, definitely you will be able to help this channel to grow further and further in that regard, brothers and sisters. Thanks so much for being a part of these vibrations. And of course, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today, for which we saw this thing circulating, this photo right there. Apparently, individuals are being a bit mad about the situation surrounding the Dominica Solid Waste Corporation and of course the garbage collection industry in Dominica that apparently in 2024 seems to be a very big problem, brothers and sisters, which I find rather interesting. In 2024, we cannot solve our garbage collection service, really, to the point where people have to be putting the Prime Minister in a red basin and they entitled Dominica's biggest piece of Kaka. That is rather interesting right there. Brothers and sisters, but we're trying to find out what exactly is going on. But the only thing I can conclude as a result of this, brothers and sisters, is that the Prime Minister apparently, or the government of Dominica, did not probably pay these individuals. Because this has happened before. This is not something new that has happened. This is not the second time or third time. This is most likely the fourth and fifth time this has happened, brothers and sisters. For which, of course, previous garbage collection services have indicated that they did not get paid. This is probably why they are in the sentiment that we are in Dominica. Dominica is in the sentiment that it is in right there, because of the very decisions caused by the very man that is in the basin, brothers and sisters, in the garbage truck. Very interesting stuff right there. But there's something rather interesting in that regard right there, brothers and sisters. We look at the individual just like we always tend to look at, like, I always make an example of Domlek. We look at Domlek as the one that was cutting our lights on us. But Domlek could have pretty much been sustaining lights on without the regulation brought about by the government of Dominica, which is rather interesting why Dominica was losing lights. And then now Domlek has to rent from the government of Dominica generators that they could have bought with the millions of dollars that they were making per year. And, you know, that's just the circumstance that Dominica is faced with. And the people apparently might know, some might know, some might not know. They don't really care about the very same sentiment, and then they make pictures like this that is caused by them. That's interesting, which of course brings me to this photo right there, brothers and sisters. A number of persons were making noise in that regard, saying how the Prime Minister could dress in a $10,000 clothes coming in front of poor people that he has made poor. And then I saw this very statement on Facebook, and it reads, "A person have to be really stupid to believe it is okay to pay the rent for a man who can afford to buy a $4,000 shoes." This is madness, brothers and sisters. Keep in mind that the Prime Minister has been indicated to be paying about 64, or has been receiving for, oh, is he receiving it, or is he, whatever that circumstances is, brothers and sisters, $64,000 is being paid towards the Prime Minister's rent, and of course, I guess the services are awarded with that. $64,000 for a man to stay in a mansion, a mini mansion in that Mount Daniel. And then I'm thinking of that same sentiment that $30 million, the White House, 18 million, 30 million. One of them, brothers and sisters, they have built a White House for one man to stay in, and you would think that Dominica will understand what exactly is going on. So based off this very same sentiment right there, a person have to be really stupid to believe it's okay. And the people are the ones responsible for believing that, brothers and sisters. The man is coming in front of you dressed in $10,000 clothing in totality and more, probably 11,000 EC dollars right there. You've seen it in front of your eyes, and this man is claiming that things are hard in Dominica, telling the very citizens themselves to go and do what? Don't buy any fridge, go and buy cooler so you can put salt on your fish. And boy, or you something else in a place that when I come to think, this has to be a comedy show that is happening in Dominica. It is a comedy show. I'm talking about comedy show, brothers and sisters. I saw this sentiment right there. Standards for quality healthcare services for adolescents in the Commonwealth of Dominica. No, brothers and sisters, when I zoom out, look who has it, brothers and sisters. The health minister. I think he's the health minister. He's the health minister talking about standard of quality health services for adolescents, brothers and sisters. Now, when you have quality health services, isn't that practical or in a book? Or they're writing it in a book so that people can know what quality health care services is, but not really have it in practicality. Sorry about that, guys. But when it comes into the healthcare services, brothers and sisters, it's supposed to be in actuality. Dominica right now is facing a problem. Right now, we have been told that the hospital doesn't even have paracetamol now. Paracetamol and band-aids. Brothers and sisters, and you're talking about standard of quality healthcare services for adolescents, to understand that in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Are we joking? Are we serious? Brothers and sisters, well, this is in fact actually serious right there, brothers and sisters. Based off this very thing that I saw, it's rather interesting. Dominica pioneers standards for quality health care services. Dominica pioneers standards for quality health care services. You mean you first want to pioneer the quality health care service for adolescents, brothers and sisters? I mean, what? Let me just read this, brothers and sisters, because my brain sometimes tries to understand why things are happening, and for some reason, it just doesn't get it. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, in collaboration with UNFPA, proudly announces the development of comprehensive standards for quality healthcare services specifically tailored for adolescents. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that is good. Based on what I read there, I think that is good, brothers and sisters, to make them understand what quality healthcare service is. But understanding what quality healthcare service is versus actually having it is two completely different stories. Two completely different stories. It's like telling somebody having high hopes, it's not pie in the sky promises, and then giving them pie in the sky promises, brothers. That's kind of crazy right there. The initiative underscores the nation's commitment to enhancing the well-being and health outcomes of its youth. Really? You don't have paracetamol in the hospital, but you're talking about health outcomes of the youth. All right then. Recognizing their unique needs and challenges during this critical stage of life. Interesting. The primary objective of the standards is to ensure that adolescents across Dominica have access to equitable, interesting phrase of words right there. Equitable, respectful, and responsive healthcare services. So apparently they have no quality in that regard. Let me read that again, brothers and sisters. The primary objective of these standards is to ensure that adolescents across Dominica have access to equitable, respectful. What is respectful service? Oh, maybe the interaction with, okay, maybe customer service and responsive healthcare services. These standards are designated or designed to address physical, mental, and social health aspects, providing a holistic approach to adolescents' healthcare. Now, that is good to try to help the adolescents, all right? But saying it versus doing it is a totally different thing right there. But we're going to look at the key components right there of the standards. Anyways, the key components of the standards are accessibility. What? The key components of the standards are accessibility. Okay. Accessibility. Noted this one right there. Ensuring healthcare facilities are easily accessible to adolescents, including consideration for location, operating hours, affordability, confidentiality, and privacy. I guess privacy is guaranteeing the adolescents can seek and receive healthcare services in a confidential and private manner, fostering trust and encouraging them to seek help without fear or stigma or breach of privacy. I guess the way the person put this, they didn't properly think of putting it properly, but that's okay. Comprehensive care is the next one, providing a full range of services that addresses preventative. What are we talking about? But brothers and sisters, as I'm reading this there, I'm thinking of, well, they say adolescents right there. They're not talking about everybody, so most likely. But that doesn't make sense though, because I can also think of individuals that should have been alive today. They were young persons, and they're not alive today. Maybe it's something new that they're trying to bring in, brothers and sisters. Maybe something new that they're trying to bring in, brothers and sisters. Maybe of sorts. Anyways, providing a full range of services that addresses preventative, curative, and rehabilitative. Oh my God, rehabilitative needs. Maybe this is something new. Okay? They're coming in because we don't have it. They're coming in right now. Rehabilitative needs, including sexual and reproductive health, mental health support, and substance abuse counseling. They also have youth-friendly services, creating an environment that is welcoming and not judgmental. That kind of sounds like they're trying to push some sort of, maybe if you have Makome ways, you can, I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyways, creating an environment that is welcoming and not non-judgmental, with healthcare providers trained to communicate effectively with adolescents and understand their specific health concerns. Well, I think if they have Makume ways, you need to tell them stop their dirty ways. I think that will be one of them. Anyways, participation and empowerment, involving adolescents in design. Oh my God, this is involving adolescents in the design, implementation, and evaluation of healthcare services to ensure their voices are heard and their needs are met. So I guess the adolescents are going to say, hey, do this, do that, and look this, do that, put crayon on the wall and what have you, so that you can take it there. I don't understand that point. So can one of you guys explain that point to me? This is the participation and empowerment part of it, right there. Collaborative effort. This initiative has been developed through extensive collaboration with national and international health experts, adolescents, representative, and community stakeholders. Why do, for some reason, I think they're trying to do the same thing that they're trying to do in the United States. Separate the little ones, the offsprings, from their parents, so that they can come and tell them whatever they want, stuff. Hey, I want to be a girl, I want to be a guy. I get that sentiment in there. Is it just me, or do you guys also get that sentiment right there? I think it's rather interesting that I'm getting that sentiment right there. The standards, because normally when it comes on to these things, they tend to hide their agendas in words. So it's always intro. Look, World Health Organization, of course. Of course. Let me read that one. The standards are aligned with global best practices and the World Health Organization guidelines on adolescent health. Well, first of all, we know that WHO was not good for the Rona situation. Why are we still giving these people props to help us in anything at all? They sucked. They're like Skerrit government. They suck, and we're still looking for what? To ensure effective implementation, a series of training programs will be conducted for healthcare providers across the island. These programs will focus on the principle of adolescent. Brothers and sisters, all this is nice. Brothers and sisters, all this is nice. But if you're looking at the healthcare, quality healthcare, on a general point of view, we have the adequate supplies that we need to ensure that, that we are properly taken care of. It's healthcare, caring for your health, brothers and sisters. If we have that, that would be good. And then inadvertently making the adolescents benefit as well. Because if the healthcare in practice, not in just words and writing book and say, hey, look it in the book, because it's WHO that sent whatever, brothers and sisters. In practice, brothers and sisters, you can then say, okay, yes, we have something that will be beneficial to everybody and the adolescents can learn from it. Don't you think so? Why they focus on the adolescents as if the present hospital has great health care? Why? Why? Furthermore, brothers and sisters, we are the nature of the Caribbean. I find it rather interesting that we are not looking to herbal remedies. I find it very interesting. We consider ourselves to be nature of the Caribbean. We just want to have fun. Not fun, no. We just want to pretend, brothers and sisters. Pretend as if everything is fine and dandy when it's not. We are pretending, brothers and sisters, and that is not good at all. I think this is quite shocking in that regard. So it's nice to say things, you know. It's always nice, you know. The engineer individual, I think he's the engineer, you know, who's supposed to be in engineering, maybe building houses and this kind of things there, but apparently he's not there. He in health, presenting book that somebody presented to him, and he's like, oh yes, you know. That is what is happening, Dominica, brothers and sisters. And then of course I saw this interesting video right there, brothers and sisters. It reminded me of a certain group of people. Let me take out the audio on that before copyright. So we had the fall trying to get some food, man. It have hope. It's in the promised land, you know. It's in the promised land, but it doesn't seem to be able to get to the promised land because the ground is not solid, brothers and sisters. The ground on which it walks on is not solid at all. You know, but of course, when the foundation is not solid, brothers and sisters, we expect, you know, people to think that they're getting something, but they're really not getting anything at all. And of course, this reminds me of a group of people in Dominica. Which brings us to this this photo you just saw a while ago, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Darren Sammy cricket grounds in St. Lucia. The caption below there reads, St. Lucia is ready. So Dominica, I don't know. Anyway, St. Lucia is ready, brothers and sisters. Of course, the Dominican National Bank had definitely contributed to helping St. Lucia get ready, which is rather interesting when you find out that about $337 million, be not stated right there, alleged that the government is owing the National Bank of Dominica $337 million as of June 2022. June 2022, the government of Dominica is alleged to be owing the National Bank of Dominica $337 million, brothers and sisters. Yet still the same National Bank is giving money to St. Lucia. Now St. Lucia is ready to participate in that of which Dominica had T20 World Cup cricket, the second largest sporting event in the world, brothers and sisters. We had it. We were going to see the World Cup, brothers and sisters. St. Lucia is ready. Dominica Bank helps St. Lucia to get ready. But Dominica is not ready in that regard. And imagine they took a loan from our national government bank, NBD. Meanwhile, Dominica and its inept DLP leadership had to forego a bid. We want to host games because they couldn't get the Windsor Park Stadium lights. We have the red games just playing the park, you know that. But apparently you couldn't get the lights to facilitate the World Cup, brothers and sisters. But we want T10 games to, oh wow. This is St. Lucia, brothers and sisters.
This moment is all that I've been dreaming of. Well focused. Somewhere.
Let me take out the audio so you guys can see. Look at St. Lucia. They showing their grounds. This is like it brand new. They're showing their grounds. They showing you they have nice seats that are well numbered. You know, so if you say, boy, in row 10 and I sit in row 10, seat 8, you know where to find yourself. Yes. No mistake, because apparently it seems like this place is going to be jam-packed. We just spoke about St. Vincent. I think the next set of games are going to be in St. Vincent. St. Vincent is already ready. We did the reaction on St. Vincent Stadium, as well as them stating that they are definitely ready, you know, and how much 4,000 rooms across all the hotels are booked, brothers and sisters. All the hotels are booked. Of course, that's not all. They have the Airbnbs, they have the apartments and whatever, brothers and sisters, but all hotels under the tourism ministerial capacity of St. Vincent is booked. St. Lucia is preparing for them to be next, you know. And of course, they're just showing us their stadium, brothers and sisters, their stadium that has been ready. You know, it recently got ready because just the other day we give them money. I guess this guy's not talking. It's just music. Big up Sean Paul and Kes for this music right there. Yes, guys, we're seeing people passing, making sure everything paint up nice and, you know, Is this guy talking now? No, he's not talking about sisters. So we're doing more dry runs, brothers and sisters. You know you have to be careful. The camera on you, eh? You can't just decide to do some craziness. No. Camera on you, police will take you and bring you to jail. So stop your dirty ways. Okay. Yes, nice pictures. We have that now. We have at least we get at least we have a picture, you know, in Dominica Stadium. Ask me what that is. I don't know. Locker rooms, bro. The locker rooms are there, man. So you know, it's like NFL. You have that set. You know, chill tubes. You can soak. The people them can soak after they come out and play a sports game. They can, you know, soak, man. Then you have the people them, you know, the sports commentator media area, I would have to say, right there. This has to definitely be the media area. I remember going in one of these and a little, you know, making sure the park. Watch that, brothers and sisters. The park grass clean already, you know, but they so bald face. They passing it again to show all you that if the grass grow a little inch, back down again, man. Back down it going. Brothers and sisters, St. Lucia is definitely ready. They're showing you TV. I wonder if there's a VIP section now. You can even rest, brothers. Oh, this is they have Medicare in there. Okay, they have Medicare in the stadium. Yes, man. State of the art now. Even Coca-Cola. Well, I don't know. Coca-Cola reaching in sports stadium. There, Coca-Cola not good for the body. Yes, but you have people there, maybe sponsors or what have you, brothers and sisters. So individuals are well acquired, you know, little areas here and there. You think it's a hobby in a hotel at there, but that's the stadium, man. Yes, man. Welcome to the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds, brothers and sisters. St. Lucia is excited. Are Dominicans excited about the cricket that will happen in Dominica? T10. T10 will be happening in Dominica, brothers and sisters. Be mindful of that so you can get a little cricket action. Not World Cup action. Nature Isle action. But we just do ourselves things, we just really do ourselves things, boy. So St. Lucia is celebrating and Dominica is trying its best, you know, to cope with garbage collection and, you know, health care in a book. You know, quality can only be found in the book, not in actuality. But they say, hey, let's see if we can surprise the adolescents now. Let's see if we can surprise them, man. It might not have quality healthcare in our hospital, but we have it in the book, you know. Yes, man. Well, guys, what are your thoughts, man? I'm not staying too long on this reaction. What are your thoughts? Are you prepared for the T10 games? In Nature Isle T10 games? You know, millions of dollars, you know, Dominica could have gotten as a result of World Cup. Millions, not just a few $100, you know, millions, you know, as millions, brothers and sisters, 6 zeros and a number in front it. So we're not sure how much. Most likely might have 7 zeros and a number in front it, based off the amount of money that St. Lucia is spending. I think about $80 million in that regard. Most likely they're gonna end up getting way more than that. They're gonna end up getting way more than that, brothers and sisters. Dominicans themselves will be going to St. Lucia. Can you imagine? Dominicans will be trying their best to go to St. Lucia to see some World Cup cricket that Dominica won. Dominica won the bidding, but could not foster it. Even though after the Prime Minister was encouraging West Indies to come and play in Dominica, the people support, I remember it very well, you know. The Prime Minister was indicating that the people are very supportive of cricket and the West Indies need to come and play in Dominica more often. And we got the beats for 4 games. Yeah. The reason why I close my eyes, brothers and sisters, is because I am seeing this and I'm wondering to myself, aren't people seeing this as well? And I'm like, yeah, they're seeing it too. But then the question here is, why do the people keep going over and over doing the same thing over and over, seeing the same results, that letting them lose out on opportunities. It is one thing to lose out on opportunities within Dominica. That's a hell of a thing right there. But to lose out on global stage opportunities that we got, and people will still go back and say, boy, that is my PM, boy. Well, guys, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? But that sentiment echoed very, very loudly right there. A person have to be really stupid to believe it's okay to pay rent for a man who can afford to buy US $4,000 shoes and then come in front of the people to give them speech. Guys, if you understand this video, please click the thumbs up button. And of course, if you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification. Brothers and sisters, click subscribe, click the bell, and then click also to be notified when I drop my videos right there and then. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video, guys. Definitely check the links in the first comment in the comment box below, guys, for more vibrations. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, guys, be real, be positive.